So, real talk, I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for supporting me through this last 20-plus episode series of Chimps with Only Blank. Chimps with only darts, boomerangs, cannons, etc. all the way down, and we've done everything that we could possibly do that actually attacks Bloons, at least reasonably well for most of the game. But there's one tower that still has eluded us. The Monkey Village. The Monkey Village is a tower that doesn't really do any attacks except for the primary expertise 5th tier upgrade. That means just to get some popping power, you have to spend 27,000 plus all the previous upgrades just to get anything to happen in here. In addition, there's one other thing that could possibly support your monkeys, or support a hero in this example, the Homeland Defense, but all, again, spending $40,000, $60,000, $70,000 on these things, is it worth it? Probably not. So that leads us to a dilemma. Geraldo is a very, very, very powerful hero. And one of the weirdest things about the spirit of what I thought only with Dart Monkeys and only with Boomerangs challenges were all about was that you were trying to use those towers to actually beat the game. Trying to not spend a bunch of money on leveling up your heroes and stuff like that, but I think in this situation we must change that up completely. We must actually spend money on our hero here. Now, you might be thinking, wow, Chris, I mean, Geraldo can basically one-tower chimps already, like, this is going to be super duper simple. Well, let me show you why it's not going to be. We're around 25 right now, and things are going, I suppose, reasonably smooth at this point. We've got 2 shooty turrets trying to keep us alive here. We can build more shooty turrets, but we have a slight issue coming up. I should also be noted that I did not need to use a camo potion here on round 24 and saving myself $215 by getting a $2,000 upgrade. You might be thinking, whoa, Chris, that's like way too expensive. But it's because round 28 is coming. And Geraldo has one very, very horrible, horrific, terrible weakness in his life. With any of his upgrades here, he cannot pop lead balloons until he gets Jerry's Fire. And that means that we would need a whopping $8,100 here, we only have less than $2,000, to be able to get the MIB here to actually pop these lead balloons. And that means a Village Geraldo Chimps combo is actually impossible on every map but one. And let me be straight with you guys and tell you that when you try to do a one-tower chimps on, what's it called? Holy crap, let me think of the name. Siege Factory? What is it? Something? Scrapyard. When you try to do a one-tower chimps with Geraldo on this map, it is ridiculously, unbelievably difficult. The past 2 times that I've had to do it, it's taken me about 20 to 30 minutes per try just to beat round 30. It's unbelievably upsetting to have to do this. So, is there any other options out there to do a village play with a hero? And I know that I'm breaking this down in a lot of different ways, but we have to think about this. We have to be able to use a hero that's going to be able to survive and start off the game. And that means this guy's out. Anybody who costs more than $650 is going to be out, and... Ooh, not out, actually. But she's just going to be way too weak to pop any balloons, so she's out. He's out. Geraldo, yes. Believe it or not, too expensive, and yes. So that leaves us with Quincy, Azili, Sauda. Now that we've got these 3 down, and possibly Geraldo still, maybe, only on a single map. And I'm just going to say, Azili's not going to be able to do it, obviously. Quincy's not going to be powerful enough, obviously. And that leaves us with pretty much 1.5 heroes that we can use here to make this happen. And that means Sauda is going to be my first try here. And then if it comes down to it, I'll try to use Geraldo and try to do the ridiculous play like before. But this is where it gets really interesting because this is not just easy peasy. It's still going to be an uphill journey the entire way. By the way, super duper quickly, if you guys want to press the like button for me, that would be just absolutely fantastic for us to try this cool, weird action out. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do that right now. I don't know what my next series is going to be, but if you guys are interested at all, let me know in the comments below what you would like to see next. I've got a couple ideas floating around, but nothing too mainstream or long-term, like with each individual tower like I've been doing. So let me know what you guys think, and maybe I'll use your ideas and have fun together. So anyways, Sauda is going to be able to defeat all the balloons here till 28. Once we get to 28, we're going to have to start really making some weird plays over here. And here it is, my friends. The village. So positioning actually could, believe it or not, matter depending on what village we end up going for. If we do decide to go for that primary expertise, which is the cheaper and much more affordable option here to do any extra additional popping power here, we'd want him to shoot down as straight line-ish as possible, usually. And that means right here or right here probably will both be suitable, and I think I'm just going to go for it over here because I think it's going to be better just because everything's 3D kind of, and like it shoots off the top of the village basically. So we're going to put it right here and just make sure obviously you're in range of Sauda. So this is going to give Sauda a little bit of extra range. If you guys don't know, a base village does give you extra range. I think it's 10% extra range here just automatically, and you can see it with that little icon right there. The next big thing that we can do here to make ourselves just a little bit better is we can go bigger radius and we can go jungle drums here. That's going to give us that extra speed to help ourselves pop out. So I've just got automatic counter, so we don't need that. But we can also use this as a regrow blocker, so just in case any sort of weird regen balloons come in here, we've got that covered. And then sadly, we have to try to go for a third tier middle path village because one of Sauda's main weaknesses is lead balloons. So you're going to see on around 28 here, we're going to have to make some pretty interesting plays, basically. I've got this down pretty well now. I've used Sauda like 4 or 5 times, like as a solo hero on this map in particular. So I know exactly how to time this. So around 28 and 30 will not be too terrible. But for some newer players, they might do it all wrong. You want to wait for the lead balloons to kind of come all the way around here, wait for this one to come right on top of this guy, then you want to pop on top of it. That's going to pop all the leads on 28, and then you should have your ability back by the time around 30 happens to do the exact same thing a second time. It's kind of a weird timing thing that's kind of going on here, but trust me, it's just kind of sweet the way it works. Again, time it just a little bit, wait a few seconds, and bam, that's going to get all these leads popped except for two. Except for 2, but we've got another ability here that's going to be ready to go by the time we actually need it. So let's start getting ready. We've got a radar scanner here. We're going to use this ability again, but keep in mind that we do not have the ability to buy the MIB for another $7,000 plus here. And guess what? Leads are going to come out on round 37 and 38. And we have to be prepared. So we'll wait and show you guys what we're going to do then. All right, 36, very smooth here. No issues whatsoever. Sauda is just a powerful hero. Got a lot of time to react. She's in like the perfect area and everything. Now for 37, this is where it gets tricky. Because again, we're going to try to do the exact same thing here. Wait till they come around, jump on it, see if we can pop all the leads here, and we do it with one single sword jump. That is fan-frickin-tastic. Now 38, the exact same thing's going to happen, a bunch more leads. So we're going to have to wait, and hopefully this will time just perfectly here, where we can pop on these guys as soon as we can. We get almost, yeah, we get them all. Great. So this is where, man. Oh, I mildly regret one thing that I've done here. I could make this my MIB, but I honestly believe that I think I want to try to get a second village here and make that my MIB because of that positioning thing I was talking about earlier. So we're going to rebuy a second... No. No, I can't do that. Dang. Okay, we're just going to get an MIB. Alright, it's good enough. We're going to make it work. It's going to misposition, or just like a tiny, tiny bit, my 5th tier, but that shouldn't matter too much. Let's see, the Moab is going to be mildly problematic. Got some yellow balloons sneaking through here. We have to make sure we swipe them at least twice as they go by. Boom, 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 and we do. We take it down. Moab is also defeated. So you might be thinking, Chris, at this point, you might want to start buying your village up to primary expertise and kind of get ready for that. But believe it or not, here's where Sauda starts to have some weaknesses. Her Moab popping power is actually a little bit on the light side. So when you deal with crazy amounts of balloons and or Moabs on top of balloons, Sauda can actually be overwhelmed here, quite upsettingly. So believe it or not, I think for quite a while here, I'm actually going to have to level up Sauda with all of my money. Again, this is not really in the spirit of the challenge as much as some of the other things, but I still think that it's going to be good enough for us to... Oh, and you see, already, 43, bro. Whew. If you guys are not aware of Sauda's level kind of... I don't even know what to call it, like big damage burst almost. She has a huge amount of growth at level 9 and level 10. Both of those rounds are absurdly, absurdly good for Sauda. Level 8 is just weak. Even though it's not really weak, it's just weak compared to 9 and 10. So here we go. We got to be careful here. We are taking them down. Looks good. And we take down 47. Looks like we will be able to buy up to level 9 here, which is going to finally give us the bleed. All right, we popped through 3 layers of blue now instead of 2, so we're like 33%ing extra popping power, or 50%ing extra, depending on how you like to do math. And then we cause a slow damage over time effect, which is really good against the mobs as well. And it might make you want to start putting Sauda on strong instead, because you swipe every strongest balloon and let the damage kind of bleed over into the weaker balloons. And by the time it wraps around, you can go on and actually, you know, bleed these guys dry. So that is a way to do it. We're going to jump on these first balloons. Ooh, because she was on strong, she jumped on the strong balloons instead of the first balloons. Gotta watch that, man. Gotta watch it. All right, we're going to leave her on strong here, but I think I'm going to try to jump on the balloons a little bit quicker here. Once we see some ceramics coming out, we're going to jump. Here we go. Bam. Jump on them, and then we can still get to work with the sword, kind of doing some extra damage here. And let's see if this is going to be a little better. It looks like, oh yeah, significantly better here. We're going to move her back to first for a quick second here to make sure we swipe that last green balloon sneaking through, and move her back to strong. This is the kind of stuff that you have to do when you're doing a weird hero play like this. You have to move her strong, first, last, whatever, jump on things at the right time. Make sure you're jumping on bows and stuff like that as well. Before we get our second ability here, we really have to time our abilities properly to make sure they're actually going to do the correct amount of damage and everything. But again, my goal right now is... Oh, move her back to first. All right. And there we go. Back to strong. See how it's just... You got to time it right, man. And once we get this level 10 ability, though, things will actually go a lot better. It's not like an automatic win or anything like that, but when crap happens, got something left over. And here it is, level 10 already on 52. Again, spending a significant amount of money on Sauda here instead of villages. I know, again, seems kind of weird and sort of stupid and doesn't really make me feel like I'm using villages as a... Oh, you gotta watch it, man. Gotta watch it. Oh, baby, every round can kill you. That's the problem here. Literally, every round can kill you. It's kind of annoying, kind of upsetting, but it is what it is. Here we go, level 10. Sauda, keep it going. This time it goes, like, super amazing, because I used my ability, I guess, properly. And then I think I'm going to try to get my primary expertise going. I don't know if it's going to be possible. I still might need to buy Sauda levels and things like that, but basically, because I know we don't do anything, anything until we get the full-on 5th tier. That means I can kind of just math this out really quick. 27,000. Just call it 30. 31. We're going to just call it 32. I need 32, 33, 34. I need about 34 and a couple bucks to actually be able to afford everything that I need here. I can't tell what's going on. We're going to sword charge this crap with the sword charge. All right. We're going to hope that I could just jump on these ceramics here and just kill them all. There we go. Jump on them. Bam. That's what I needed. All right. Back to strong. Instead of first, move her back to first. Instead of strong. And yellow balloon sneak through. I am so lucky that I am like a god of pressing escape. All right. I'm going to try just leaving her on first for a quick second here. See if that's going to be enough to stop all this stuff. It'll probably be like a slow overwhelm, basically, in this situation. Oh, my god. See, that doesn't work either. And we don't have our abilities back, so we're going to have to just... hope for the best somehow. We magically defeat these guys with a strong first combo in some cool way. Alright, after 7 tries, we lost at around 55. Fantastic. Okay, we are back at round 55. Things are still not going exactly super amazing or anything like that, but things are going, I think, good enough. We do have an ability this time around, unlike last time. I think that'll go our way, maybe? Hopefully. We'll see how it goes, I guess. Our random balloons trying to sneak through already. We're going to try to jump on these guys if possible. Or wait for it to jump right here. Bluey. We do a good job with that jump. Still got to deal with the Moab, though, and a lot of balloons coming in here. I might have to sword charge around 55 here if we get it up in time. Oh, nope, didn't work. One thing we did differently this time around is I actually did not buy my MIB. I bought the jungle drums to give me that extra attack speed, but I was able to survive without any lead balloon action. Doing it this way. And I was surprised that it worked so well, to be completely honest with you guys. All right, we're going to jump on these guys. Oh, crap. It's tricky. It's tricky. Like, every single time you can do it differently, and sometimes it'll work out, like, okay. Sometimes it'll work out really bad, but you can tell we're definitely struggling. Like, no matter how good you're doing, you're definitely going to struggle here. And you got to watch this super duper carefully, because you got to watch when these balloons are coming around and everything, man. It's like, it's really tricky. Really tricky. All right, we got her on first again. We're going to jump on these ceramics. We do take down those ceramics, but the sword doesn't really do very much for us. And that is going to lead to these yellows likely sneaking through. Maybe not. You know what? We got a chance here. It's not a good chance, but it's a chance. Oh, no! Oh, my God. So in case you're wondering why I don't just save up for primary expertise, that was my plan. Or at least I wanted to see how close I could get. I am $7,000 away at round 49, and if I could complete round 49, I think I could afford it, because I think I could probably take down most, if not all, of round 50, and by that point I should have the money necessary. I could also buy $8,000 worth of Sauda leveling. So this is where it gets tricky, because I want to, of course, leave Sauda on strong. It does more damage over time. I do not have my bleed yet, so it doesn't technically automatically make it better or anything like that. Of course, we got to switch her back to first here to make sure Bloons aren't going to sneak through, and this is where you just realize round 49 is just too BB. There's pinks and yellows and other things sneaking through all at the same time where I've got greens and zebras in the way. You can't do it. It's just not going to happen. No matter what kind of targeting I do, it's not going to work. Which is pretty upsetting, because now I've spent my $8,000 on level 9. I'm going to leave her on strong again, and I believe with this combo, I should be good enough. Keep in mind that I did do the sword drop in better ways previous times, and it didn't work either. So if you're saying that my sword thing was terrible, probably, but it really wasn't that bad. All right, we got her back to first. We do taking all the Bloons here on round 49. I could use a regrow blocker if 49 regen Bloons at the being an issue, but I don't think that's going to be a thing. I don't think, at least. Yep, looks like it goes down pretty well. And again, we're about $10,000 away from our goal. $10,000 away from our goal. Somewhat upsettingly, we do have to use our drop here to take down... Here, we're going to put it back on strong for a quick second here to take down the leads. We got some Bloons trying to sneak through again. We're gonna have to move it back to first here. Oh my god, dude, I'm gonna be so mad when I lose here. I'm gonna be so mad. I might quit. I really might quit. All right, very good timing on my ability this time around. We still have some pinks sneaking through though, which kind of sucks balls, bro. I don't think Sauda could take down the pinks. Oh, she did. She did. All right, we're gonna leave her on first for a little while here. Yeah. It's not exactly amazing, but it looks like we should follow through and I think take down all the Bloons here. All right. Just going to take down the ceramic layer. And yes, round 50 is defeated. Again, we can buy another level if we want to, but I'd much rather get a primary expertise for only a tiny bit of extra money here. It seems like it's always just so far away. Round 54 in particular is the one that usually kills me. 54, or in this case, 55 is really what ends up killing me because I have to use everything to beat round 54. All right. Oop, that was kind of a bad ability there. Oh, you know, it wasn't that bad. Could have been worse. Maybe we take that down, no problem. But I did have to use my ability again. We're about $4,000 away from what I need. 53, 54 did not give you that much money either, which kind of sucks. We're going to jump... Oh, crap. Okay, let's see how good Sauda is. Maybe she'll just clean these guys up, no problem anyways, because there's not a lot of Bloons in addition. We got a chance, but I don't think it's gonna take it down. I think we're gonna have to restart this one. Let's see. Yes, one yellow. Whew, one yellow. The sucky thing is that all stemmed from the fact that I did my sword drop on a non-Moab, which caused some chaos here. But this time around, we're gonna jump on that puppy. I got him on strong again. And see if the strong is going to do well for us. And seemingly so far, yes, it is. Very much yes, it is. Switch to first now. Give us as much time to pop the Bloons as possible. And that goes stupendously. Yellow Bloons are takedownable. And now here we are. Half of my arch nemesis. Round 54. Dang, not a great sword drop. Dang. All right, let's see how this goes. I'm leaning towards that we're probably going to lose here. All right, the Bloons are taken down, but the Moab classes are still alive. And if you get a Moab sneaking through with pinks, you do not win. But yellows, you got a chance. And there's too many yellows. We're so close. So close. Okay, pretty much I have to be 54 here. I'm going to put her on strong again. We're going to drop this puppy down right about here. That's going to go pretty well. We're going to move her back to first here so I can take down as many Bloons as possible. Watch out for these yellows. Keep my fingers on the escape. Oh, crap. See what I mean? Like 2 yellows. Looks like it's going to be no problem, but no, it is. It is a problem. All right, we got a chance here. Just a few yellows. Got to get lucky. Yes. That's what I'm talking about. We're still $1,500 away. Really hoping that's possible here. I mean, it's just ceramics. Put him on strong for a quick second here. Once we get that guy, it's going to be clean-upable. We're going to jump. Oh, crap. I messed up. There's a yellow in there. Doesn't even look like it. That's going to whoop right through. Okay, instead of getting fancy, we're just leave her on first. No fanciness required, hopefully. We're just going to jump on the Bloons, I think, here. Yeah, we're going to jump on these yellows here. That looked good. And the money is going to be available here, I think. Primary expertise, baby! Woo! And there it is. Now, that is a game changer. All right. And look at that positioning. Literally beautiful. Primary expertise down a straight line. I know that was a long journey to get to this point, and it was a very difficult micro to make that happen, but now it's officially here and it's officially happening. So now we get to decide what do we want to do with the rest of our money, because there's two options for us. We can either get Sauda to level 20. Level 20 is really important because Sword Charge does 3 times a round instead of just 1, which is pretty fan-frickin-tastic. Or the only other thing that we can use is our village and get it up to Call to Arms or Homeland Defense. And to be straight with you guys, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to play this out probably through round 85 plus without doing anything here. See where we're at, see where the money's at, and see what I want to do by that point. But I'll be honest with you guys. In the spirit of the challenge, what I want to do is build the village, but what I think is actually better is getting Sauda to level 20. And after I get Sauda to level 20, I don't know how much money is going to be left over. We might still be able to get at least a 4th tier village, but probably not a 5th tier. That's my guess. So, because this is all done here, I know that I'm pretty much guaranteed a victory until at least round 80, so we'll see you guys then. Really quickly, I just want to point out, before we jump to round 80, that Sauda has 50,000 pops. This guy already has 75,000. To show you the difference in popping power and actually how good a primary expertise is, so kind of surprisingly, I just wanted to alert you guys to that. That's cool to me. In a somewhat intriguing, I don't even want to call it turn of events, but series of events, we actually have $50,000 saved up at this point. Still no major issues, and that means I can afford directly to get a Call to Arms ability at the very least. So I am going to spiritize my challenge here. Spirit it up, Spirit Fingers. Everybody get your Spirit Fingers flowing. We're going to make sure we get it in range of both villages here. One interesting thing that I could do here is, believe it or not, I could go Regal Blocker, but I don't think regens are going to be a major issue. So I'm going to go randomly for a Monkey Business. And I don't know if it's going to save me any extra money, but I'm still going to buy the Monkey Commerce anyways. And I think that's going to make my village cheaper. I think I saved money on this because we're going to go for the middle path, boom, boom, and boom. And that saved about 1,500 bucks. So I think that's a good deal if you ask me, man. And then, believe it or not, that also leads us to be able to afford the Call to Arms. Yeah. Now, the Juggle Drums isn't on this guy, but is on this guy. So that means I think that I can juggle drums my other village here to make him shoot faster, and I can. So that is also going to be another way that we save money, because now we're jungle drumming this guy to make this guy get jungle drums. Does that make sense? All right, anyways, we're currently in free play right now. We have multiple abilities that we can use. We've got Sauda's abilities. We've got this new Call to Arms ability, which is going to speed up both of these guys, though I will be honest with you guys. I've never used that in my entire history of BTD6. I've never used a village to power up a primary expertise, at least on purpose. All right? Sometimes it just kind of happens on accident. Feel like double villaging to get range and things like that, but like never on purpose has this ever been done, at least that I can remember. So this is kind of exciting. I guess the question is now, do we want to save up that $43,000 and get that guy, or just go straight to Sauda? And honestly, the money's coming in pretty good. I think we can get that Homeland Defense and then still be able to afford some Sauda levels here, kind of after the fact. But of course, we never, ever, ever want to build the Monkeyopolis or the Monkey City. Some people might say that the Monkey City is technically giving you a free Dart Monkey, so it's not even like you're really using a different tower. I would argue against that. Plus, I don't really care if I get 40 free Dart Monkeys. Like, what is that going to do for me? Around 100, man. Get 70 pops on the bad, like it's just not worth it. Especially when I feel like in my heart it feels like cheating, right? Sometimes I do cheat. Sometimes here and there when I, if things just aren't going my way, I'm having a really bad time. Sometimes I cheat here and there, but for the majority of the time, like, 50% is the majority, but a large, vast, grandiose majority of the time, I'm a very big fan of following my own rules, at least to the best of my ability, I guess. All right, so we're already struggling. That's kind of the problem here. We're going to go for our ability, speed this all up, get everybody flowing. I can't tell if this guy's actually shooting faster. I don't think he does. Oh, yeah, he does. Okay, look at that. It was hidden underneath the round 85 thing. All right. That's cool. I mean, we're almost there. $43,000 for this guy, and then Sauda has a lot of money to get spent on her available. But believe it or not, I could use my abilities basically every single round. This thing's actually not that long of a cooldown, I guess. So we'll just use it. I think. Do I want to use it every single round? Maybe I shouldn't. I don't know. All right, Homeland. So what's the difference between Homeland and Call to Arms. Gives nearby monkeys 50% attack speed and pops for a short time. Gives attack speed and pops by 100% for all monkeys for 20 seconds. Is there a difference in the timing? For a short time. So maybe it is longer, too. Intriguing. Okay, so 86 is going to be a breeze for us. 87 is going to be a lot of Oh My Gods. And I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to buy my Homeland Defense. I guess I'm just overlooking everything, and it doesn't really matter. I'm overthinking things. All right, we're good. I'm going Homeland Defense. It's a little bit risky, I'll admit it. But I think it's going to be the better play. And I still think we can use Homeland Defense basically every single round. Or at least close to it. Oh, yeah, that is a lot of extra popping power. It's actually almost too much popping power, believe it or not. Almost upsettingly too much popping power. But now every single dollar we spend from now on can be a Sauda dollar. We just got a bunch of Sauda dollars popping in our pocket here. Level 15 already, baby. Use some jumps, some charges, and everything. Realistically, I should probably use all of Sauda's abilities before I even decide to use Homeland Defense. That's probably the smart play to do. Yeah, let's use this Sword Charge. Dang, bro! Sword Charge is not that good against these Super Cerams. At least not yet. Alright, we're really relying on this guy to do all of my ceramic popping power here, which is kind of absurd. Alright, we're going to go for that ability here, around 89. I'm actually not that afraid of round 90. I don't think the DDTs are going to be all that problematic for us. I think Sauda does a pretty good amount of damage. This thing does attack lead popping power and camo balloons. So I don't think that's going to be a big deal for us, but I guess we have to wait and see. Homeland Defense should be back. It was not great, but definitely not horrible. It does lead me to believe that round 95 will be fairly difficult, you know, without having Sauda up to level like 17 or whatnot. But every single round here, every single level, we will be getting significantly more powerful. All right. We're going to use Sauda's abilities again. We're going to Sword Charge this crap. A little early, I guess. All right. Let's hope that we get a good missile launch here. We do. All right. Great. Ceramic Cleaner. I'm going to use my Homeland again, I think. Yeah, I'm going to use it a little early here so I can use it to pop some of this Oh My God layer, and then hopefully we can get it ready again for round 93. That's my plan, at least. Looks like we're probably going to have to Sword Charge this as well. Let's jump on him first. And then I am going to Sword Charge through as many ceramics as I possibly can. But again, the Sword Charge is really not doing much. It's all this guy doing the ceramic damage, man. Oh, and he missed. And he missed. Okay, I can buy level 16. That will help my Sword Charge hopefully do that ceramic damage that I need. Again, we're going to do a fairly early Homeland Defense. You know what? I think I'm going to wait on the Homeland Defense a little bit longer. Just a little bit, because things are going pretty well. And here we go. Now we're going to use the Homeland. We're going to see if we can pop this Oh My God just a little bit more, maybe. Maybe get Sauda to actually attack these guys a little bit. Going pretty well. And I will use my Sword Charge again, because I will have Homeland Defense for round 93. All right, let's see how much this is going to help us out. Sword Charge! All right, now we're taking down ceramics. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I needed. All right, that's going to help us out a lot, and we do. We take down that, and we'll have this ability for round 93. But honestly, round 94 is probably going to be the more difficult round, to be completely honest with you guys. That's a lot of balloons coming out of 94. So we're definitely going to need to use Homeland Defense at least once. Sauda is going to be stuck at level 16 here. Okay. It's a lot of regular balloons, not reinforced, so maybe the Sword Charge will do a lot of work here. We're going to go for that Homeland pretty early here on round 94. All right. BFBs are all dead. Oh My Gods are still left over, though. Let's do a quick jump on these puppies. I do have her on first right now. Maybe it's reasonable to put her back on strong. Oh, this is not looking good. I have no idea what's going on, but I don't like it. I'm going to be straight with you guys. If I lose with Sauda in the next 6 rounds, I will not be playing this over again. I'm going to surrender with Sauda. I'm going to say that it might be possible, but it's not worth it to go for the villages, really. You know, it's just like, just buy the Sauda levels in that situation. Primary expertise, maybe. Okay, yeah, we could probably use that guy, but yeah, I'm going to put her on strong. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put her on strong. I'm going to wait on the Sword Charge here to try to take down as many of these things as I can. We're going to wait on the Homeland Defense a little bit further. Just a little bit. All right, Homeland Defense now. And we're going to ready for our Sword Charge here so these ceramics don't kill us. Looks like the ceramics are indeed dead. We still have a lot of Oh My Gods we got to take down, though. All right, a lot of Oh My Gods we got to take down. Sauda, again, still doing the work on the stronger balloons, taking down Oh My Gods into BFBs and whatnot. We're going to move her back to first here to take on this Moab layer, because realistically, this guy's not good against Moabs anymore. He is good against the Bloons. He's got to attack the Bloons in particular. Oh, holy crap. All right, changing up strategy. It's upsetting that Homeland Defense is not ready to go, because I would like to use it right away, but sadly, it is not. So what we're going to do is we're going to use an early sword charge, just to do whatever we can. We're going to use an early jump. We're going to go for a Homeland Defense as soon as we can. We're going to try to use it a second time around against these Oh My Gods. At least that's the plan. I'm going to leave her on first as well, not strong, and I'm hoping that I can just chop through the layers that I did chop through. And I can still use Homeland Defense for 94 and hopefully still get it back for around 95 when I need it. All right, we're going to go for a fairly early, again, sword charge here. Gotta survive long enough to get my Homeland Defense. And with that Homeland Defense, I think we might be able to survive. Okay, Homeland Defense is active. And it looks like Homeland Defense does give you that necessary popping power. And it's going to be tough, but 95 gives you that long lead time here to give you some time to get your abilities back. It's not an automatic full amount of ability time, but it's pretty darn close. By the time you actually need them, things should start going your way. All right, so we're going to use Homeland Defense right away, around 95. But bam. Let's speed this up a little bit. DDT is getting taken down by Homeland very easily. And Sauda has enough experience to go up to level 17. Woo! All right, so 94 and 96 are basically the same thing, but 96 is a little beefier. That's kind of how it goes down. And then 98 and 96 are kind of the same thing, but 98 is a little beefier than 96. So we're going to go for the ability here. Can we take down Reinforced Ceramics? Looks like we can, or at least very close can take them down. Oh, this is tricky, man. I gotta watch this very carefully. All right, I think we got him. There was some ceramics taking through over there, but we got him this time around. With Homeland Defense, we are gonna survive here. Bunch more Oh My Gods near the end. Sauda has enough. Oh, she does not have enough money yet. I'm gonna use Homeland Defense again on 96, because 97 is not gonna be a big problem for us. So let's do that. Homeland, definitely increasing our popping power here. A lot bit. 97 again should not be too bad, and Sauda can reach level 18. Okay. I really want to get her to level 20. I'll just be straight with you guys. I really, really, really want to get her to level 20. A blur of speed is always good. Don't get me wrong. But what I'd really like is actually to save every ability for round 98. That's what I would like to do. So we'll see how this goes without using too many abilities. And then if we have to restart, we will. Sauda's doing a pretty good job here. I don't think we're going to be able to get level 19 for 98 here, though. That's kind of upsetting. Alternatively, if I really want Homeland Defense bad, I can use all of my other abilities early on, hopefully use those again, and still be able to have Homeland Defense alive. I don't know if this is worth it to be this crazy about things, but having an ability ready to go can be a make or break moment, and it's worth it to try 3 or 4 times now, trying to keep abilities that you want to keep alive, rather than getting to 98 and be like, oopsie doodle, I made a mistakey poo, and then automatically losing, right? So that's where I'm at right now. Ooh, level 18, didn't even buy that puppy. It's really a lot about this guy hitting the ceramics properly, because all he's got to do is miss just a little bit, and it's over, you know? All right, this is where it gets tricky. He missed. Again, I can't see the ceramics over here. I'm going to restart it again. Okay, I was able to manage to run 97 pretty well. Not perfect. We're going to go for, again, an early Homeland Defense here to let this guy do some of the pops. He's doing about 4 grand per shot, which is pretty good, considering there's only like 2 million pops in the game in its entirety. We're going to do an early jump shot. Sword of Charge, we're probably going to wait on. You know what? No, I'm going to use the Sword Charge while everything's not in range yet. We're going to get it back for sure. Round 98 is such a long round. I do have her on first for right now. We should get a pretty significant amount of money here, but I don't know if we're going to make it to level 20 with Sauda. She's probably going to be stuck at level 19, believe it or not. All right, everything's piled up on top of each other. This is almost horrific to look at. We've got a jump. Take down some of the ceramics. We got the Homeland Defense ready to go. This is going to be pretty clutch here, man. We need this Homeland Defense to be unbelievably powerful. And I don't know that it's going to be. There's random ceramics trying to sneak through and everything. It's hard to tell what's going on. Hard to tell what's going on. Hard to tell what's going on. And we somehow take down those Bloons. We get a Sword Charge available. We're going to use the Sword Charge here for round 98. And unbelievably, we might just do it. Round 98 gets taken out first try, baby. Woo! All right, so we don't have our abilities here. That's this kind of sad part. Round 99 could be tricky. Honestly, I'm not leaning towards it being all that tricky. And we are level 19 as well. All right. Homeland Defense is not ready to go yet, though, at all. That is not good. Homeland Defense last second. Oh, oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no. I think we lose. Okay, this is not looking good. Just to be straight with you guys, I feel like I used that to the best of my ability. I really don't have anything else that I can really do here. I've got one jump to my name. That's really all I've got. And that might even hurt my DD popping power overall. So, we have to hope that Homeland Defense gets lucky or something like that. I don't know. Oh, my God. It was close. It was really close. I mean, maybe some luck could happen here. But I feel like that was about as lucky as we're going to get. And we still have 4 DDTs left, with Sauda barely hanging on here. Uh-oh. Okay, we're going to move over to Strong. We're going to see if targeting is maybe going to do something magical for us. Because the problem is realistically that the Moabs are getting in the way of the DDTs. And I don't know if Sauda's going to attack Strong DDTs first or what. Homeland Defense, last second here, got to run straw. Escape didn't work. Escape didn't work. And there it is, guys. I'm going to call it a loss. I don't know what else to say. There's like a chance that maybe 99 would have gone down, but we were not reaching level 20 at all. Not even close. That's where it's got to go. Sauda is villages not able to take down chimps by themselves. So it's upsetting because sometimes you give stuff your best. I really felt like I gave it my best. I tried really hard with Sauda. I gave it every benefit of the doubt, and I still personally was not able to do it. Whether or not that was just ability usage, kind of just not lining up properly, or it really isn't possible, or what, I'll say it's probably most likely possible. If you can beat that round 99, round 100, I don't know for sure is going to be impossible, but maybe I'll test it out in sandbox mode for the end here and just kind of see if maybe that was like the last thing that I had to do, or if 100 is going to be for sure the death of us. I don't know the answer for sure, but one thing that I can tell you is that we have one other option that I did not want to do. Geraldo, everybody knows he's probably the best hero in the game right now. He's solid in every shape, way, or form. And one of his weaknesses, though, is that he doesn't have lead popping power. So I showed you guys that right at the very beginning of this game, but there was one way around this. There was one trick that you can use. This level right here, you have the ability to pop lead balloons. Now, the problem with this quote-unquote ability to pop lead balloons is that you have to use the Crusher. And the Crusher is absurdly difficult to use properly on 28 and 30. It's, I don't want to call it, it's definitely not impossible, because I've done it before, but it's, like I said, it takes about 20 plus minutes to do, with a lot of timing, a lot of effort, and you're no guarantee, you know? I mean, when I say 20 plus minutes, like, that's how long it took me both times I tried it, and it's different every time because you have to use your glue in different spots and things like that, so it just sucks. So, it requires almost perfect timing. So I'm gonna play it out for you guys a couple times, show you guys my plan, and then I'll just speed up the video or just jump through it and eventually show you guys the win. Hopefully, rooting for myself here. And then we're gonna see if Geraldo with a village combo can actually pull this off. I believe in him, but of course there is no guarantees in life. So 28 is already tricky, and if I remember correctly, the glue has to go somewhere in this general vicinity. And what you want to do is you want to wait for the first 3 to go through, then you want to use the glue, and then you want to wait for these 3 to wrap around while these 3 go under, and then you go with a big fat chomp. And 28, not that complicated. Honestly, did it on my first try. I remember where the glue went, because that was some testing that I had to do before, but it's still not too bad. But then round 30 happens, and round 30 will blow your mind up. Anybody who's ever done this, mad props, bro. It's tough. Again, you're going to have to use glue here. This time around, you're going to have to wait until, I believe it's just the last 2 or 3, maybe? I think it's 3. I think the last 3 have to get glued somewhere over here, maybe, something like that. These guys are going to get glued because the glue already exists. And then what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to wait for these Bloons to kind of wrap around here. You're going to use a totem and then grab it and do another totem and have everything kind of combined together all at once. Oh, wait, and you want to use another glue right here. All right, that's all combined together. Wait for these guys to come through. We're going to go totem, totem, and then you're supposed to chomp it and everything dies. But we screwed it up, obviously, because that was our first try and it did not go well, and I have a bunch of leads all over the place, and this is just a complete and utter mess. Believe it or not, it actually only took me about 14 minutes this time around, so I must be getting a little better at it. Still super problematic and sort of annoying, and I actually got really lucky. So I'm going to show you guys that there is I've never done this before. This is like my 3rd time doing Geraldo chimp style, and every single time I've had to smack the lead with my first Crusher attack. But we got really, really lucky. And with these 2 totems sending the Bloons back, we actually got them to send back the lead balloon like 4 times or whatever, 5 times maybe. And with the glue in combination with all of that, that gave us enough time to use the Crusher twice in a single round. Again, I've never done this before. Unbelievable. Super pumped about it. So I could have made an unbelievably horrible, horrific experience for myself here. I almost made this mistake. For round 36, I'm like, ooh, look at this. I can afford a radar scanner. I don't even need to buy the potion for Geraldo. But I thought for a quick second here, before I make a mistake, what do I need to do soon? I need to get lead popping power. Can I afford an MIB? No, I can't. So that means I need to make sure that Geraldo, can pop lead balloons. And the only way to do that is by leveling us up to level 8. Once we get to level 8 with this, get this cool item right here called Jerry's Fire, and Jerry's Fire can now pop lead balloons. So lead balloons are not a non-issue anymore, but they are definitely not a major issue for us anymore, which definitely makes me feel so much better about life here, about Moabs, about balloon popping power, and about everything. So we've still got a lot of work to go here. We're only on level 39, but I know you guys have been used to these long videos for a little while now. This is going to be another long one for you, because this is just tricky, difficult, annoying, and lame all at the same time. At this point in the game, we do have a lot of options available to us. I think the best option is, hopefully, to get a primary expertise. It's the only thing that's going to give us a bunch of extra popping power for what I think is a reasonable price. Geraldo, while good and everything, all of these things are just kind of temporary. You know, you want a long-term round 100 buff rather than something that's going to get you through to round 60 or something like that. So, we're already running into some issues, though. Balloon popping power, not exactly fantastic here. Right, here we go. Primary expertise on round 56. As far as positioning goes, again, it could matter. It could even be reasonable to like put it in a spot like over here, for example, where you're just going to shoot down straight lines and also clean up the ceramics before they leave. But I don't know if that's going to work all that well for me. It's just hard to know what this guy is going to do here. And I already have a village ready, and I already have the money ready, so I'm going to get it. Primary expertise up in this corner here. One thing I was thinking about, though, is that you do not need to put a village on top of, for example, on top of these crates, because this guy can automatically see through the walls. It does not matter. It can bounce through walls, see through walls, so even though there's all these things in the way, primary expertise does not need it. And that means for a long time here, again, we are going to be pretty solid. So we have to be smart with Geraldo and make sure that we're doing the things the best of our ability. One of the easiest things to do to get extra popping power is to make sure we're using our rabbits. Once we get 4 rabbits, we get a super rabbit. The super rabbit is like unbelievably powerful against ceramics, which is one of our biggest weaknesses at the moment. Kind of. Technically, I mean, this guy's pretty good against ceramics too, but late game, ceramics seem to be a big deal, where they're randomly going to want to sneak through and everything. It's nice to have this rabbit ready to go. One other thing we want to do is we want to reach level 13 here with 4 turrets, because when you reach level 13, your turrets get stronger. So we're going to try to math that out and make it work for you guys, but it is worth it to save up the turrets if you could survive without using them and make that happen. For everything else here, we are going to start putting down our maelstroms and stuff like that. I don't want to go too crazy, but I want to have a safety net here just in case something crazy happens. I got these guys ready to go. Now, keep in mind that we are spending a decent amount of money on Geraldo, but compared to a lot of other towers and other things, we're actually not spending very much money at all. So, believe it or not, we're going to go for a second village here, wherever it'll end up fitting. Hopefully it fits somewhere of reasonable value here. Looks like I'm going to put him down here, kind of almost upsettingly. Yeah. Okay. Begrudgingly, must put him down, at the very least, in the range of Geraldo here. And eventually, ideally, this guy is going to be a middle path village as well, and that's going to be pretty pricey. We're talking about 43 plus 20 plus blah, 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 blah. But the cool thing about that is that once we get that guy going, it increases your popping power so stupendously, amazingly awesome that I don't think we're running into any issues with the fact that Geraldo's already one of the most powerful heroes in the game. With Sauda, we ran into some issues still because she was not level 20, but Geraldo should reach level 20 with just minor changes here, and overall not be a big deal. So here we go. Here's our 4th rabbit! Or is it 3 rabbits? I thought it was 4 rabbits. Here we go. We get a super cute wee bunny pet. Woo! And he's going to jump through all these ceramics and everything, and we're totally good, so I'll see you guys probably in... somebody was really mad at me the other day for calling around 80 plus free play. Okay, okay. I understand where you're coming from, why you would think that it's not free play in Chimps mode, Chris. But the whole point of it is that you play through on easy, medium, and hard, and everything is always the same. All right, the Bloons have the exact same amount of health, and what they've really done is they said that hard is really the last game mode that you can actually play. You play through round 1 to 80, and that is where the game modes end. Then, randomly, in my opinion, Chimps mode and Impoppable take you into quote-unquote free play mode on normally hard. All right, and the reason why I call it free play is because it has different rules, and the different rules are that Bloons get automatically stronger. For example, ceramics now don't pop into 2 rainbows, 2 zebras, 2 blah blah blah. They pop in just a ceramic, down to a rainbow, down to a zebra, down to blah blah blah. It's just one single thing down and down and down, so it's completely new rules for the Bloons. And there's ramping, so completely new rules for the Moab class Bloons. Every single round, the Moabs move faster. Every single round, the Moabs get stronger. So the way that Ninja Kiwi designed it is that free play mode starts at round 80. All right, even though in Chimps, it's not technically free play mode yet, I still am going to call it free play mode, so don't get your panties in a bundle too much. I apologize for that, but there are special new rules that are like above and beyond what the game was already kind of, I don't want to call it designed for, but as far as the regular game modes were designed to do. These are kind of like a special game mode. Chimps mode is like a special medal that you have to earn, just like half cash and other things that's not part of the real game necessarily. It's like above and beyond, I suppose. That being said, it is still part of the game and all that stuff, and I understand why people might be a little upset that it's free play, but it just makes most sense to me that if you wanted to notate the fact that there's new special rules, I'm going to call it free play. And that's where we're at. So, yeah, hopefully that didn't bother you guys too much that I said that kind of thing, but it just makes sense to me. I will be straight with you guys and say that barring some sort of extreme nonsense happening, I don't think we're going to lose. I think we will be successful with Geraldo, with villages only, as his support towers, basically. Geraldo can almost already, if you play him perfectly, almost take Chimps down by himself. I think they're... I'll be sure with you guys. I think I got to around 98 or 99 or something like that, and I lost, but I still think it was so close that it was probably possible. Just like the Sauda thing. If you guys play your cards just right, or get maybe a little luckier than me, I think it could probably happen. Which is kind of cool to know that Geraldo still, even after he's been nerfed, can still one-tower Chimps. That's pretty awesome. But, of course, there has been some issues where I am pretty confident and things can still go wrong. It's definitely possible. Very upsetting, but still part of the game. It is fun to know that Geraldo, though, he's here and ready to kind of power us up, make sure we're going to get through our run here. The two things that I think are going to keep us in the game the most is going to be these guys right here, and, believe it or not, these guys right here. Boom, 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 combine them together, and you get an absurd amount of popping power. So, on top of that, I do have the money, I believe, necessary to get a homeland defense here, probably around 92 or something like that. It's only 20 grand more. We'll see how it goes, but I'm leaning towards a pretty easy victory here. On top of that, we have abilities to use now, if we ever run into any issues, specifically the Call to Arms. What's weird is the Call to Arms is not in range of this guy, which is kind of sad, so he's not going to power up my primary expertise, which is, believe it or not, doing the majority of my popping power at this point. He's only got 121,000 compared to 410,000. But once I get the Homeland Defense, it will reach this guy because it's a global thing. So because these rounds are kind of lame, we'll see you guys a little bit. All right, DD Tizzles coming out in full strength here, but it does not seem to matter for our primary expertise is Ownage Sauce. It's pretty strong. I'll give it some cred, man. I mean, again, Geraldo, again, kind of at the back of the map and whatnot, but he's only got 200k, and this guy's got almost 600k, triple the pop and power here. I still have not used this ability at all. I have not needed to use it yet. Once we get the Homeland Defense, that'll help us out a lot, and believe it or not, a lot more than we probably imagined, because these Bloons are so far away from like where we're going to actually pop them. We'll be able to use it probably twice per round if we want to. Maybe even more. If we have some crazy rounds coming in here. All right, we are getting to the point where we're starting to struggle a bit, though. You can see these Bloons are starting to get a little bit further than I'd like them to be. Geraldo has some abilities that he could use, but I'd rather not use them unless I absolutely need to. You know what? We're going to use Homeland Defense. Round 92, check it out. Rabbit Superpower, Homeland Defense Superpower, and round 92 gets owned. Oh my god, I am very, 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 very favorable on winning this one. I don't see how we could lose. With that Homeland Defense play, that just was absurd, man. I don't think that Genies can get affected by the Homeland Defense, though, so that kind of hurts us a little bit. But at this point, we got to go for Jerry's Fires, bro. I'll admit that I've been actually misplaying this a little bit out of my excitement. Like, I should have had Jerry's Fires down at round 91. Should have all these shooty turrets, like, ready to freaking go. I think I missed a shooty turret in the mid-70s or low 60s or whatever. So that's kind of upsetting, you know, hurting our popping power across the board. But we're still doing pretty good here. Now we get to decide, basically, when we want Geraldo to reach level 20. Do we want to wait till, was it 98, I think he gets it? Or maybe even 99 he gets it. Or we can buy it earlier than that to get all this kind of special buffs over here. All right, round 94, let's use that Homeland Defense again. We got a long build-up on round 95, so it does not matter. It's good to remember that. And Rabbit, I think the Rabbit's doing the majority of the popping power, believe it or not. I think the Rabbit's doing hardcore work here, bro. Hardcore work. And, all right, so at the middle of round 95 here, we use Homeland Defense, and then we're going to have to use it again on round 96. In fact, I think right as soon as I see the DDTs, probably going to use Homeland Defense. Let's see. Just so we can get it back as fast as possible. Here we go. As soon as we see the DDTs, we're going to use it. Geraldo, you got any extra powers here, man? Okay, it doesn't have any Geraldo's Fire. Normally, I have to use a Genie on round 95, but it does not look like it's going to be required this time around. Homeland Defense comes through clutch-like. We got some extra cash here, but we'll save it. You know, just in case Geraldo needs something to happen here. At this point, we will use our Sharpening Stones, which is, again, it's another error on my part. I should be using Sharpening Stones, and I probably should be putting down some mines and things like that over here to kind of support myself, but they have not been necessary, so I'm not going to overdo it. Okay, a fairly early round 96 ability here again. Rabbit going to town, Homeland Defense going to town, Geraldo still doing some extra popping power and everything here as well. And I think I'm going to do it again. Yeah, why the heck not, dude? Round 97 should be easy. Should be? I hope. I hope, man. I've been wrong before. I'll at least trade with you guys. I have been wrong before in a lot of weird situations. I really hope it's not this one. All right, I believe we can use it again on round 97, and then probably still use it on round 98 here without too many issues. All right, another Jerry's Fire. We're going to throw it down. Can't tell who's got a Jerry's Fire on them. This guy does not look like he's got a Jerry's Fire on him. All right. We'll use it on this top one right here, because that's just a good spot. And there it is. Hopefully that... Yeah, there we go. Worked out perfectly. We got Genies available, and... Geraldo is going to reach... Hold on. Geraldo's going to reach level 20 on this next round, though, because I spent money on him. So, we got to buy both the Genies. I'm going to go double Genies here on round 97. Kind of upsettingly. Like, I don't even want to do that. But, again, I spent the money on here, so I have round 98 Genies available. We're going to go for 4 extra shooty turrets here. Across the board. Here's 1, 2. We're going to go for an early Homeland Defense. 3 and 4. The Genies are going to get me through this no problem at all. 3 Jerry's Fires in addition. Boom, 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 and boom. And we get to sharpen up some of these guys as well. It doesn't really matter who we sharpen as long as we're sharpening something. And that should be easy. Round 98 is also completed. Round 99 should be super easy because we're going to have double Genies here. And then we're going to build another 2 Genies on round 99. So we're actually going to have 4 Genies. So it's going to be almost absurd how much power we're going to have here. Again, Geraldo is good. Oh, no, we don't have 4 Genies because I used it on 97. So 2 more Genies, though, for round 99. Homeland Defense not even required here. Oh, he does get powered up. Okay. That's pretty cool, actually. I guess we're gonna use it. Oh my god, look at Genies with Homeland Defense! Oh my god, that's like absurd! What the heck? It's taking down the bad so fast. Oh my god, Homeland Genie, Geraldo combo. Woo! And there it is. We take down Chimps with villages only. Of course, with a very, very powerful hero, but look who did most of the pops. Believe it or not, our monkey star was the 520 village. That makes me feel better about this run, to be straight with you guys. Makes me feel a lot better about this run. That it's like, I wasn't even letting Geraldo do most of the work. The village did most of the work. Geraldo still helped out a lot, don't get me wrong, but it's a village. It's not supposed to be able to do this. So, thank you guys so much for watching this. Again, please press that like button if you haven't. Subscribe if you haven't. Of course, have a super duper delicious day.